Hello, my lovely Taurus gang. I'm Bang Baby, and welcome to my channel. So today we are going to be looking at what you can expect for the rest of December 2021. Keep in mind that my messages are for those that need it most. So if it does not resonate with you, that is okay. Check for next time. All right. So at the end of the day, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So I'm going to be using 3 decks. The first one is going to be Rebel deck, and this is going to be the Oracle card as to letting me know what's going on with you. Then I'm going to be using Tattoo Tarot. And this is going to be the details of everything and giving more of an explanation as to what's happening. And then there's going to be Angels and Ancestors. Okay, this is going to be the advice deck after. This is how I'm going to close off the reading with this. Okay. I know it is late. I'm sorry. But I'm not a quitter. I'm going to get these December readings out. We still got a few days in December. Christmas Eve is tomorrow, and then Christmas is right after, and then we still have a few days. Okay, so this is my starting point. This is what's going to be happening for the rest of December. All right, so thank you for bearing with me. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides of love and light, I ask that you please give me insights. Please give me a card for my lovely Taurus for December 2021. What can they expect for the rest of December 2021? I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are thriving, healthy, happy, and all around well. Okay. Ooh. It's going to be a little spicy, and that's okay. All right. So the card that I have for you is Time to Let Go, and it says move the fuck on. Okay, so there, for some of you guys, maybe this has to do with your past. Maybe there's a particular thing that happened in the past and it's hard for you to get over because it hurt you really deeply to your core, and that's okay. You know what I mean? It's very important to feel what you're feeling, allow yourself to feel, allow yourself to process, acknowledge, and then learn from it, but don't stay there, okay? Don't stay in that pain. Release yourself from that. Some of you guys, this is something that's really hard for you to get over, something that maybe you've invested a few years with, or a lot of time, effort, energy, maybe even resources, all around resources, particularly money. And I know Taurus are very stable, very grounded, and they don't like to invest in anything that's going to be a waste of their time. So especially, and if this is a person too, a long-term relationship, some of you guys are having a hard time letting that go, and it's okay. So that's what's going on right now. Is basically for the month of December is you're being guided to let go of something and move on from something and free yourself from something. And most times when that happens is because there's better on the way. Okay, there's something even better in store, but you have to allow yourself to heal from this first before anything. You cannot move into the next situation of your life while you're still holding on to this pain. Okay. So remember, this is not going to be, these messages are not going to be for every Taurus. I am doing a general reading, so this is for those that need it most. And I also want to let you guys know, if you guys have like a unique name for Taurus, please put that in the comments. If this reading resonates with you in any way or helped you, gave you clarity, gave you guidance or insight, please let me know about that in the comments as well. So right now, Taurus, I'm just basically clearing up the energy. You got a lot of cards that are trying to pop out, and I'm not even shuffling yet for that. But definitely, you know, a lot of people would consider Taurus as possessive, and I don't think it's that. I just think that they really care. You know, so once they see someone as special to them, or that they care about them, especially love, right? Love is not easy for a Taurus because they don't like to be vulnerable, and that's understandable. You know, they like to be more practical, logical, and grounded, right? It is earth energy, so it's mostly about money and materials. Not that that's bad, it's not. But once Taurus has decided that they love you, or that they care about you, or care about a situation, then they will do anything to make that work. But sometimes it comes to their own detriment. You know, it comes to their own destruction or demise, is trying even though they know it's time to let that go and give it up. You know, so for whoever this is, it is time to let go, and it's time to free yourself. And I know that's a bit scary, but Trust me, it's going to feel a lot better when you open up that space for something new, okay? Let's see. A few more times. For some of you guys, this is a relationship, okay? Some of you guys are having a hard time letting go of a relationship. But I hope you guys are good. I hope you guys are enjoying yourself. I will say too, like, even if this is about a relationship that might have not worked out in the past, it is the holidays, okay? So I'm gonna be honest, there's no time for you to be sad, all right? Like I did say, you have to feel your emotions, and that's normal, but it's the holidays. It's Christmas Eve tomorrow, and then it's Christmas right after. You know, enjoy yourself. Don't spend your holidays thinking about the would-haves, could-haves, and what have you. Think about what you have in front of you, you know? Some of you are worried about people that have left you or let you down, but right now it's kind of like you're being guided to look at who is remaining standing next to you, who has not left your side, who's still there to support you. I look and I see, and my dog is there waiting for me. So it's the same thing. You know what I mean? Like some of you guys, even if it's something little, if it's a pet, if it's a sibling, you know what I mean? Sometimes it is lonely. Sometimes you like, it's sad that a relationship or a connection didn't work out, but you do have things to be happy for, okay? So definitely remember to be and practice gratitude, even if it's the smallest things, right? Even if it's a cup of coffee, your favorite cup of tea, your dog, your favorite book, whatever it is, you know what I mean? Your family, even tomorrow, some of you guys are gonna like have a lot of great and amazing food, you know? Let's see, okay. All right, I'm gonna shuffle one more time, and then I'm gonna get started on my reading. Yeah, some of you guys, this was a romantic relationship, and in other of you guys, this was a friendship, okay? I don't do love readings. I like to keep it general, so I like to keep it family, friends, and romantic connections, but this could even be your work environment, your boss, or whatever, all right? Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, of love and light, I ask that you please give me insight. Please give me 3 cards for Taurus for December 2021. Please give me 3 cards for Taurus. Okay, that's 1. Woo! You got so much. Okay. Let's put that one back. Okay. I'm sure you're seeing this, right? Like, I know, you know, I've been dealing with cards for a long time. And whenever I see cards flipping out everywhere or trying to jump out, there's so much that's going on within the person that I'm reading for. Okay, so there's like so many different messages that are coming out. I just want 1 card, please. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, of love and light, I ask that you please give me insight. Please give me 1 more card for Taurus. Okay, thank you. Yeah, some of you guys, this is a romantic connection, okay? So I did pull out 3 cards, and I have a 4th one for the overall energy. So technically there's 4 cards on the table here. The one zodiac sign that made an appearance heavily in your reading is Pisces, okay? So some of you guys may have Pisces in your chart. Remember, we are more than our sun, moon, and rising signs, okay? Our natal chart is basically like a map to our soul, or a map to our journey in this lifetime, our spiritual journey in this lifetime, okay? So you might have Pisces in your chart, you might be dealing with the Pisces, or you might be dealing with someone with Pisces in their chart. It doesn't have to be, okay? But let me see if I can pull out 2 more. Some of you guys may be dealing with the Sag, okay? Or you might have Sagittarius in your chart, or the other person has Sagittarius in their chart as well, okay? Let's see what else. What else we got? Let me get 1 more. Scorpio. So the signs that I have are Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Pisces. So again, you may be dealing with one of those, Scorpio, Pisces, Sagittarius. That person may have that in their chart, Scorpio, Pisces, or Sagittarius, or you might have that in your chart somewhere, okay, Taurus? Scorpio, Saggy, and Pisces. I know I did say that a lot, but I just want to make sure. And it doesn't have to be, but this is just energy that pulls up in your reading. Okay? All right. So for your overall energy, guys, I get the Queen of Wands. Okay? So I feel like for you and your overall energy, you're learning how to gain your power back. You're learning how to get your confidence back. So I feel like I'm talking to Taurus that have let go of a particular person, situation, maybe even environment. Okay? But this is something that really put you down when you were with that person. They made you feel like really low confidence, had made you feel confused, conflicted all the time. It was very hard. It wasn't very peaceful at all. It got you to a point where you didn't believe in yourself. You were not confident, you were doubting yourself. But now that you're single and you have that space and you've had that space to grow on your own as an independent person without this individual, I see you gaining your individuality back. Sorry, I don't know why I started so hard on that word. But I also see you getting your power back, your confidence back. You're starting to become more happy too. And I feel like you're starting to become more motivated and inspired to take action in your life. Okay? Because whenever I see wands, it talks about action. So it's letting me know that at this point in your life, you're getting ready to make changes in your life because you're going towards things that make you happy. Okay? And this is all from healing. But what I think is beautiful, Taurus, is that you, for those that I'm talking to, you didn't allow this painful experience to turn you into a bitter individual. Okay, you still have love in your heart. And some of you may have started getting to a point where you started healing because you want that healthy love. You want that commitment. You want the whole 9 yards later in your life. And you realize you have to work on yourself now in order to receive that, right? You don't want to just hop into another relationship when you're damaged. But most importantly, you don't want to just hop into a relationship with anybody, right? So I kind of feel like you guys are working on yourself because you know that your person is a reflection of you. So if you're working on yourself, then you're going to be upgrading yourself. So then you get higher standards of another person, okay? Someone that matches your vibration, someone that matches your frequency or what you're doing or your beliefs, or even supports you, even if they have like a different outlook on life, okay? But your past energy, I do see High Priestess energy, and that's the Pisces card. So you may have been dealing with someone who was very secretive, who kept a lot of secrets from you, who was emotionally detached, unavailable, because you see her face is kind of like stonewalling, like cold, like a poker face. You know how they say poker face, like you have to have that poker face so people don't know what you have in your cards. Either you're like disappointed, you're not supposed to let people know that with your facial expressions, or if you're too excited because you have actually a good hand, you got to be careful because people can read your expressions and therefore go off of that. All right? Even the way she's holding her hand is kind of like, you know? So you might have been dealing with someone who was emotionally unavailable, who kept a lot of secrets from you. And maybe even when you tried conversating with this person or having conversations with this person, they were silent. They shut down on you. Okay, like they didn't speak at all. They didn't really share that much. Let's see. I'm also getting for you guys, for some of you, like you're in the process of letting go. Okay, like I will say, Taurus, it does tell me both sides. Okay, there were some of you who were dealing with someone who was secretive and not trustworthy, and then there were some of you guys who were the ones who were secretive and not trustworthy. Okay, and even though that was your past actions, we all have the ability to learn from it and grow from it. And if you want, you can change from that too and become a better individual. All right, so that's something that the cards are telling me as well. Some of you guys were played by somebody, but then some of you guys were doing the playing. That's not for every Taurus, okay? So for those who that applies to, you know who you are. For those who it doesn't apply to, let it fly, all right? But with the Six of Cups in reverse here, look, it is a couple. And the Two of Cups kept popping up every time I was shuffling. But with the Six of Cups in reverse, it's letting me know that right now you're going through something. Like you're reminiscing a lot. You're probably nostalgic with you and this person. You're probably getting hit with these constant memories with this person. However, even though there was good memories with this individual, you had good lessons and good times with this person. You had laughs, you had adventures with this person, especially with the one that was secretive. There are some of you guys who are repeating these memories, but it's a lot more negative memories than it is good or happy memories. So it's painful. you know? So even though there's a part of you that might miss this person or might miss what you had, you guys know, that it's not going to work. You know that no matter what you guys do, whenever you try putting you and this other person together, or whether it's, again, family, friends, or significant others, I do keep it general. So whoever this person is, you got your energies don't come together that good at all. Like, you guys are so different that you guys are like not able to see eye to eye. Okay, and that definitely sucks. So right now I kind of feel like right now, Taurus, some of you are getting hit with a lot of like sad memories from this person, you know, trying to, like, you remember the good times and you miss this person, but then you also remember the bad times too. And it's kind of like, damn, like, even if we really wanted to work, it won't come together like that. For those of you, okay, I'm gonna be straightforward, all right? For those of you who were the player, that's your karma. Okay, I'm sorry to say that, but that's real. That is your karma. Okay, for some of, like, for the ones that was a player, you had a good individual, and for some reason maybe you weren't ready yet, and that's okay. You know, but at the same time, maybe you weren't ready to release this person, and that's okay. But at the same time, how you treated them, it's kind of like that's the reason why there's like a bitter taste in both of you guys' mouths. Okay, like, you guys can't come together for that reason, so you lost out on this person. Okay, so some of you guys are feeling hella guilty. Okay, but again, that's not for every Taurus. So for whoever that applies, you know who you are. For everybody else, let that shit fly. Don't take it personal. All right. And even if you were the player, as long as you learn your mistakes and you're striving to do better, okay, you know, but that's what you do for the next time, right? You may have lost a really good person, but you have other opportunities in your future, and it's up to you to take the lesson you had with this person and apply it into those situations. You know how not to, you know what not to do this time, okay? And that's a start. For the others of you, like for those of you who got played, I just feel like you guys have like a lot of, for the Taurus that were the ones who got played, I feel like you have a lot of memories where you're remembering this person. I'm sorry. You're reminiscing about all the hard times that they put you through, all the pain that they put you through, and it's hard to let go of that. So even though you miss them and it's nostalgic, some of you guys knew each other for not only years, but when you guys were young. Like, this could be when you guys were kids. This could be when you guys were teenagers, okay? But whatever this is, for those of you who got played, it's kind of like that person left a sour taste in your mouth, and you can't look at that person, like, you can't trust them. Even though there's feelings there, there's some, like, you care for that person. And I heard that there's love, but at one point you were in love with this person, but not anymore. So although at one point in time you were in love with this person, you just love this person now. You get me? So you have love for this person as just another individual on this earth. You know, somebody who you spend time with. But at the same time, like, that's probably something that a few of you Taurus are having a hard time getting over, is what this other person put you through, okay? And it's not that you're trying to hold on a grudge or be bitter, but I kind of feel like it's because you gave this person, because again, this is a child card, all right? So this is like child when you were young. So it's kind of like innocent, you know, innocence. A little bit of naive, but again, you guys were young, so what do you expect? You know what I mean? Don't be hard on yourselves about that. But some of you guys, for the ones that got played, you gave this person a pure heart, and you gave them almost like you gave them everything, and they still treated you like shit. They still treated you like trash, as if you didn't matter. And that's hard, and that's why it says it's time to let go and move the fuck on. And honestly, for the both of you guys probably don't realize you guys are thinking about each other. Even the one who was a player, they're thinking about that one that they played. All right, the one that got played, you're thinking about the player, right? And it's like you guys miss each other, but then you guys, and there's a part of you guys both. There's a part of you both that are just like, damn, like, we wish it worked, but it's not meant to be with this pair. Okay, it's not meant to be with the two of you guys. So your future energy, I am getting the 5 of Wands. So for some of you guys who are still in touch with this person, I feel like this is breakup energy. Like, you guys, but this is not even, it's happening now. This is the aftermath of a breakup. So I feel like this is Taurus who are single, who came from a relationship, okay? It could be coming from a relationship, letting go of a toxic friend, or even toxic family member, okay? That all applies in that way. With the Five of Wands here, especially in reverse, this is the outcome card. Okay, so this, I feel like for those of you guys who are still in contact with each other, even if you guys don't talk every day, I kind of feel like you guys are, there's so much both of you guys want to say to each other, but you guys, like, there's so much tension between the two of you guys, or just weird energy, that you guys are scared to really open up. You know what I mean? So even though the both of you guys miss each other, and the both of you guys, like, wish it could have worked out, you guys both have come to the conclusion that it can't, right? But then a part of you guys want to, like, spill your heart out, but you can't, you know? Some of you guys are probably trying to prevent an argument from happening, because that's another thing with the Five of Wands, especially with it being upright. This is a card of conflict, chaos, you know, arguments. But with it being in reverse, I kind of feel like this is, again, not for everybody, this part. So for some of you guys who are still in contact with this person, you guys are trying to be careful and not get into a fight. Like, you're walking on eggshells, and you're trying to make sure things don't pop off. But for some of you guys are done. Like, you guys are done. Player and the non-player. All right, you guys are done with this chapter. Even though it hurts, you know this is something that you need to close and leave behind and not look back. Even though it hurts. It did hurt you. Okay, and there's a part of you that, and that's okay. You know what I mean? There's a part of you that might hold on to this person for the rest of your life, but not hold on to them in that way. Like, you might hold a special place in your heart for them. You know, they might come to your mind every now and then, but it's time for you to let that go. You know, make your peace with it, learn your lesson from it, and keep it moving. You know, say your pieces, say your deuces. You know what I mean? But with this Five of Wands, that's what I'm getting. That's why I said that, because some of you guys are so tired, like, especially those who have good intentions in the connection. Whenever you try, it's always a problem. There's always something that arises, right? There's always a conflict, and you're done with that. Some of you guys, the reason why you're letting go is because it's a cycle. Okay, there was some manipulation, there was some dishonesty. Okay, so I kind of feel like, especially for those, like, for the player, even though you had good intentions and you might have cared for this person, you still were, like, playing ring around the rosy with them in a way. I think it's because you weren't ready. And again, that's okay. That's your truth to accept. That's not for everyone. But at the same time, you really did put this person through something. All right. So, and then this is also for the non-player. Okay. So take whichever side it resonates. Some of you Taurus were the players. Some of you were not. Some of you guys were played by someone else. Some of you guys were playing someone else. Okay. But with this Five of Wands, I kind of feel like, especially for those who had good intentions in the connection and really wanted it to work, it was kind of like a one-sided relationship. You know, while one person kept trying, the other one didn't as much. You know, and the one who kept trying, they got exhausted. Okay, there was only so many times you can try. There's only so many times you can be understanding, forgiving, and compassionate. Okay, and even then, when you were understanding and compassionate, this person took advantage of that. Like, you would give them one more chance, only for them to turn around and do the same stupid shit again. And you're like, what the fuck? Didn't we just have a whole fight? Didn't we just almost break up? Or didn't we just break up over this? And you're still doing the same thing? So, yeah, with this Five of Wands, I feel like some of you guys are just done. Like, you guys are done repeating the same thing. Like, look, I love you. I care for you. I wish the best for you, but it's not going to work between us. And I just say my goodbyes and I wish you well. But then on the side, you're like, I'm going to miss you, though. And that's okay. But yeah, this person you need to let go of, okay? And that's okay. There's going to be better. There's going to be individuals that suit you better than this person. And there's going to be people who are better suited for that other person, you know? And that's not a bad thing. You guys cared for each other. You guys came in each other's life for a reason, but you guys weren't meant to stay, okay? So for my Taurus that I'm reading, this is for you guys. Oh, you guys already got stuff coming out, okay? This is for someone who is letting go of people that weren't meant to be in their life forever. Some of you guys, especially Taurus, like, you thought you were going to spend the rest of your life with this person. If not, like, in a romantic connection, you thought that you guys were going to be friends. Like, you thought this person was going to be a part of your life for the rest of your life. But the problem was they were only there for, like, a season, okay? some of you guys, like, this person was only there, like, meant to be there for a season, and they overstayed their welcome, and you allowed that. That's because you guys were both ready. You guys were both not ready to let go. Can I get one more card, please, for Taurus? And I'm gonna tell you right now, this deck, especially for the last zodiac signs, for the other zodiac signs that I had already done, whenever I shuffled, it gave me a while. Like, I had to shuffle for a while. For you guys, like, all the cards, like, were just flying out like crazy, like, super fast. But I feel like it's because you guys had, like, a lot to, like, say. You guys went through a lot. And some of you guys, it's hard for you to speak up. Ooh, another thing, for some of you guys, for Taurus. Okay, sorry, that's my dog. She's, like, right next to me. For some of you, Taurus, I do know that emotions are icky for Taurus, and again, it's because you guys like to be grounded and sturdy, okay? But for some of you guys, a main reason why the relationship didn't work is because you didn't know how to communicate and you didn't know how to express your emotions. It's kind of like you were stonewalling this person whenever they would talk to you, or this person will stonewall you whenever you were trying to talk to them, okay? Put yourself in the place where it fits. But that's another element to that. Let's see. Okay. Ooh. So the one card that I have is called Lord. That's the title of it. And it says take charge and authority. And I feel like this is what this is. Because the High Priestess, she doesn't play. She does not play. And that's not someone you disrespect either. As a High Priestess, you do not disrespect the High Priestess. You will regret that later. And then for what that means with Taurus is that it's not that you guys are going to take revenge. That's not it. But I just kind of feel like, especially when you know your worth and you know your value, you know what not to put up with. And it's kind of like the energy that I'm getting with this. And with this is, fuck this, I'm out. Fuck this, I don't deserve this. And that's good. You're standing up for yourself. Good. And then the next card I have is Great Teacher. Learn from spiritual experiences. Okay? So letting go, and maybe even the art of detachment and letting go and moving on is like your spiritual lesson right now. Okay? Letting go of really painful memories. Letting go of people who you thought were going to be in your life forever. You know? Letting go of people who actually had a big impact as to who you are today, but are no longer around in whatever way that is. Okay? But this is what that is. And I love it too, because you see how this person is, like, you see how he's letting go of the bird and the bird is flying off. And I love that, because it's like letting go of painful memories, but then also freeing yourself, letting go and moving on. And then also moving towards peace. Okay? Peace and healing. That's a big part for what's going on with you guys right now. And then the last card I have is Autumn. Release the old and rest. Literally, let go, move on, and release yourself from the past. That's beautiful. And that's what also falls in line with this, okay? Remember how I told you with the Five of Wands? Some of you guys are done repeating the cycle. Some of you guys are done fighting for this relationship because before you fought tooth and nail and you saw the other person wasn't as trying as hard. Or they were like, they were constantly breaking your heart. So you decided, you know what? I can't keep doing this anymore. So now you're releasing yourself. But definitely, it is hard, okay? Healing yourself, letting go, and moving on is not easy. And again, Taurus, I know emotions are, I keep hearing icky and gross, and it makes me laugh because that's how I feel about Taurus. They just get kind of awkward when it comes, earth signs in general, okay? But I feel like, especially with Taurus, it's kind of like, they have a hard time feeling their emotions. And I'm gonna tell you something. I went to go pick up this deck, right? The card that almost tried flying out was the Three of Swords in reverse. This is a card of heartbreak, betrayal, okay, disappointments, being let down over and over again. And you see, like, this card is literally telling me about Taurus too. Okay, you see how she's crying, but you see how her eyes are in the shadows. So it's kind of like you have a hard time, like, even crying, okay? It's not that you don't have a heart. It's just that it's hard for you to feel these emotions. And sometimes pride and ego does get in the way. And that's okay. Some of us just have a hard time or don't even know how to express our emotions. But I will say, don't allow your pride and ego to get in the way, because if anything, you're going to be making this process of letting go and moving on harder for yourself. Okay, so if you need to cry, let that shit out. If you need to talk it out with someone, talk it out. Okay, if you need to vent it out in some sort of way, do that. but don't hold on to it, and don't run away from your feelings. And, you know, also don't distract yourself. Don't jump into another relationship. Don't distract yourself at like shopping or whatever. Okay. Like, you know, there's a phrase that says you can't sleep, eat, drink, smoke, or fuck your pain away. Okay. And that's definitely something, because if you don't deal with your emotions now, it's going to come back 3 times harder. So remember that as well. Okay. But I definitely do see you guys freeing yourself and letting go of that pain and that heartbreak, and, you know, moving on. And you will be moving on, even though it doesn't feel like it now. It feels like, how can I, like, because again, for the Taurus that I'm speaking to, this is for people who are letting go of people who, or a person or a situation that was in their life for a long time, and again had a big impact as to who you are. So letting that go is hard, and that's okay. Make sure you take care of yourself health wise and you rest. Okay. Thank you again, Taurus, for joining me in my video today. I hope it resonated with you, gave you insight, gave you clarity. If it did, please let me know in the comments. If you have a creative name for the Taurus zodiac, please put that in the comments as well. And if you like my channel and my content, please make sure to like and subscribe to my page. I really greatly appreciate it. Okay, but until next time, my lovelies.